The night falls heavily, and with it comes the weight of 1,000 unspoken words. I sit here alone in the silence of my room. The rain beats a steady rhythm against the glass, a constant reminder of the time that has slipped through my fingers over these many years. In my trembling hands, I hold an old yellowed letter addressed to my father. It is a bridge I was once too proud to cross. I should have said something when I had the chance. I should have reached out before the silence became this deafening wall between us. The memory of our last day together still burns bright in my mind, casting a shadow over every moment I have lived since then. We were standing in the sunlight, but all I felt was heat and anger. I said things I can never take back now. I saw the hurt in his eyes, the way his shoulders slumped as I turned my back on the only home I ever truly knew. I walked away without looking back, convinced that my pride was worth more than his love. How wrong I was to believe that. Back in the present, the weight of that walk feels heavier than ever. I close my eyes, trying to escape the persistent memory. I drop the letter on the table, the sound echoing in the empty room. It feels like a physical manifestation of my failure. It is too late now. I have messed everything up. The years have built a fortress that I no longer have the strength to storm. I find myself crying for the time lost, for the man I used to be, and for the father I left behind in the dust. But as the darkness seems to close in, the atmosphere in the room begins to shift. The sound of the rain starts to fade. A soft, warm light fills the space behind me, chasing away the cold shadows of regret that have lived here for so long. I turn to see a presence that radiates pure peace. It is a light that doesn't burn, but instead it seems to heal. A voice speaks to my soul, telling me that it is not too late for grace. Where I see an end, God sees redemption. This grace is not something I earned, but a gift offered in my moments of deepest despair. It is the hope I never expected. The light lingers, wrapping around me like a promise. For the first time in years, the burden on my chest begins to lift away. When morning comes, the world looks different. The harsh edges of my regret have been softened by the promise of a new beginning. I take a deep breath, feeling the cool morning air. I pick up the letter, but this time, it does not feel like a burden. I find myself standing outside a small, familiar house. My heart is pounding, but my feet are steady as I approach the door. I hesitate for only a moment before I knock. The sound is a declaration that the past will no longer hold me hostage. The door opens, and there he is. The silhouette of my father stands before me, framed by the light of a home I missed. No words are needed in this moment. The look in his eyes tells me everything I need to know about forgiveness and love. Grace doesn't erase the past, but it gives you a future. It turns the page on a story I thought was already finished. I walk away from that house feeling lighter than I ever have. The world is wide, and for the first time, I am ready. Redemption is a journey, not just a destination. And today I have finally taken the most important step of all toward the light.